What's happening, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Holy guacamole. Let me just say, holy guacamole, man. I also just want to say, man, thank you all for just supporting our channel and our mission and the New Earth School, Rip Into Light. Me and Luna are just truly grateful and thankful from the bottom of our hearts. We're just living out our dreams and our purpose here on Earth. And um, I am just forever grateful. Uh, and if you haven't already, man, please like, subscribe, share, and comment, man. You know the vibes, you know the drill. When we get on here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and like and share and comment and do it all because it helps the algorithm. And thank you. And join us for the Breathwork series on Patreon. You have to sign up for level 3 and level 4 tiers to be a part of it. There's still 5 weeks left. So join us. And go to www.darenandluna.com. Check us out on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. If you feel called to be in our energy, man, join us on this beautiful journey together as we remember who we are and we awaken to the truth of who we are. And, you know, you can join a beautiful community of like-minded individuals. So with that being said, man, let's get into it. The topic at hand is resistance and divine orchestration. And that was what the Divine Council 9 just channeled. And I mean, I just can't make this shit up, man. Like I'm getting chills throughout my entire body. I just cannot make this shit up. That how insane this is. And so many things that have been happening in my life this month in May. And to realize that someone put out a video that I've been certified and Luna's been certified by. And I'll just mention her name, Jamie Price. If you haven't already, man, check her out on YouTube and, go subscribe to her channels on Instagram and YouTube. It's Jamie Price. We got certified in Crystalline Soul Healing and Light Language. And, this month of May, she literally put out a video of the energies of May. And what do you think the energies of May were, and still are, because as I'm recording this video, it's still May. Resistance. Literally resistance. And I have been shown so many areas of my life in the past year, and this is not to deny myself of love in any way. I have complete compassion for myself and no judgment for maybe the resistance I've been holding and the fact that not really realizing it fully, that's exactly what it was. And of course, the resistance connects to fear. And resistance is inevitably like a lower vibration, regardless, any way you look at it, because you're innately preventing yourself from what you're actually calling in. So what ends up happening inevitably? You're tired, you're exhausted, because it's like someone, like, here's a great example. Here's a great analogy, and I just got, my crown just it's tingly as anything. I literally got this analogy. I remember, I would venture to say, probably it was before my dad transitioned, before 2022. And I remember I was really, really going through it. I hit rock bottom another time in 2020. And I remember telling everyone that I felt like I had cement blocks attached to my feet. I felt like I was in quicksand. And not only was that happening, but I was having adrenal exhaustion and adrenal burnout. And which, what do you think that comes from? Resistance. So something that you're calling in is trying to come forward, and then you're adding an element of resistance in whether holding on to old things that maybe not align with that you don't realize, because you think that, oh, maybe these individuals, or I'm going to be judged if I take this job, or whatever the case may be. There's resistance. So you're innately or inevitably holding back what's trying to come forward. So it's like you going in a, here's a better example. Let me erase what I just said, and let me say you're in a river and you're trying to swim upstream. How tiring is that? How exhausting is that? Even if you're in the ocean and you're trying to swim against the current, how tiring and exhausting is that? So it's like this thing that you're calling in is trying to come through, but you have resistance on that path, which inevitably is delaying the process of whatever you're calling in to come in. So then the higher self sees this, because the higher self has 100,000 steps ahead. It can see from this higher vantage point everything that you're calling in, all the people that are involved, what needs to be done in order for this to come forward. All this the higher self knows, and has communicated with everybody else's higher self. So it already knows. It already knows that you want that. It's just like, okay, this is what we have to do. And this is very similar to what the Crystalline Soul Healing does. It starts removing all these things. So then innately that belief is gone. So then you can then like be magnetized towards what you've been calling in. And that's essentially Crystalline Soul Healing. So it goes down this checklist, and that wasn't even my intention to bring that up, but apparently they want me to say it. It's like it goes through this checklist, like, oh, okay, let's remove this. If we remove this, then this can come forward. If we remove this, then this person can come in, which then would assist this thing, would then assist this thing, would then, you get the point. So it's like it goes down this whole checklist, checking off one thing after another. I can remove this, I can't remove this, because this has to be done first, and then this needs to be done, and then this needs to be done, and oh, okay, I can take this away. So then this can come in, which then when this comes in, this can free up this, and all this stuff. It's like this puzzle that the higher self is maneuvering to allow and bring this in alignment. So when you're actually removing all these different things that the higher self is unchecking, you're raising your frequency, you're aligning with what you're calling in. So then when that comes in, you're in full alignment with it, versus and it may already be there. You're just not fully in alignment. It all depends. Every circumstance and situation is different. So there's no real exact, but regardless of that, forgetting about that, it's unchecking all these different things. And so sometimes it takes a little while, because there's other people, there's free will, there's free choices that people have. So those people too make different choices. So then they're like, oh, okay, now this person made this choice, so now we have to maneuver something else. Now we have to move something else around. So then they end up going somewhere, maybe, or doing healing on themselves, or doing this or doing that, to then free themselves, to then move in the place. It's kind of like chess. It's like playing chess, man. It really like legitimately is. Like the higher self is like doing all these different things and communicating with all these different higher selves to get that to fall into place, so that what you are calling in comes in, and you're then aligned with it, perfectly aligned, because you don't want it. You don't want it before that alignment is in place. Or, they're going to have to do more surgery, so to speak. and I don't even want to call it really that, but that's a good like analogy, I guess. That's kind of what they said. Like it's like shuffling the puzzle pieces all around to make it happen, and you don't see any of it because it's all behind the scenes. It's all done in the spiritual realm, so to speak, because the higher selves are are us, is our spirit, and is literally doing all of this orchestration to bring in what you're calling in, to make it happen to what you're calling in. And sometimes you can see it. Sometimes you have that vantage point. Sometimes at a certain point, you're going to get clarity and you're going to be like, oh, wow, okay, now I see why this is all happening, because it's leading me to what I've been calling in. Right. So then, and now that the veil is thinning, and I would venture to even say it's gone, we're now getting so much more clarity, the breadcrumbs, like Luna says all the time. And, we're able to see that path. And I noticed that this has been something that's very, very recent because of the month of May and the resistance that we've cleared so much of. We're getting more clarity now, faster. Like the path is being shown versus like, I would say like several months ago, man, I kept getting messages from the divine, like, oh, there's this bridge. And even the last year or more, 2 years, there's a bridge, and the bridge has broken planks, and it's really, really thick and dense and foggy, and you can't literally see a step in front of you. Yet you have to trust that you're going to make it onto the other side, safe and sound. And now you're seeing the path. You're getting like this clearing to a certain point, and then you're able to look back and you're able to be like, holy crap, now I know why that happened. I was in it though. I was so in it, like deep in it. Yet I know why it happened. Because of what I'm calling in, because of others that are calling in a similar thing for us to come together, because someone is calling in something that you're calling in, and you're coming together. So you're getting the visions, and you're getting the clarity and the understanding as to why those things took place. Even the last year and a half, the last 2 years, you're understanding more as to why faster, and you're clearing faster because things are accelerating. And especially the month of May, which has been resistance, and releasing resistance to step into why you came here, to step into in alignment with what you're calling in. Otherwise, how's it gonna come to you? Right? You have to let go of the things you need to let go of, which is then will allow for what you're calling to come in. And so don't get down on yourself. Don't don't think that you've done things wrong, because you haven't. It's all perfect. And trust and believe, if you look back and you do have that clarity, and you look back, you can definitely see why it played out the way it played out, because you wouldn't have been ready at that time, or the other individual or the other individuals wouldn't have been ready. Because believe me, your higher self knows, and make no mistake about it, they do. They all do. They're all in communication 24/7. Every single person on this planet's higher self is in communication, communicating with the people and the interactions and the things you're going to do prior to you doing it, prior to you making that call to that plumber, or that person that's going to clean your dryer vents. Your higher selves were orchestrating it. And maybe that appointment didn't happen with that individual, but it was meant for you to communicate with them. So it was all orchestrated by your higher selves for you to speak with them, even though you may have not got that appointment. even though you may have made an appointment with someone else, you still needed to interact for whatever reason. There's always a reason. Something you got out of it, something they got out of it. There's always a reason. There's always a rhyme and a reason. So, yeah, this was a really good, powerful video, man. And so was the Divine Council of Nine message today. And yeah, this month is all about it. And, we're coming to an end. It's coming to an end in one more day. And that has been the theme of the month of May. Excuse me. That has been the theme of the month of May, resistance. And how ironic, making this video and channeling the Divine Council 9 to actually realize the moment I dropped in and connected to the Divine Council 9, I was reminded of the video that Jamie Price put out. And I'll drop a link in the description so you can go and you can get right to it and go watch it if you feel called to. But I got that message right away as I dropped in and connected to them. I'm like, oh my God, holy guacamole. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up, man. You just can't. If you think you're making it up, trust me, you're not. It would not be in your awareness. You'd not be receiving the information you're receiving. You're not making it up. I promise you that. I promise you that. It is insane how perfect everything is, and how we kick and scream and we have so much resistance, yet it's coming to us anyway. Like, it is. Even if there's signs that you think that it's not. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, it is, because you are the creator of your reality and you're bringing it in. You're calling in what you're calling in, and it will be there. It just may take longer than you think, dependent on the people that are involved, the individual that's involved, the other people that are involved. It all depends, because everyone has free will. So the resistance that gets placed on it just delays the process. So then they have to move, the higher selves have to move and figure out some other way until that other person lets go of the resistance, or they have to just do it in a different route for it to happen. So trust and believe, man. Just know that whatever you have been asking for is coming. If it's already there, it's already complete. Trust me. And I know this so deeply, especially after these messages, especially after the last week that I've experienced, and the clarity I've gotten, and the clear path that I see. And what a difference when you let go of the resistance. It's like, now it's going to just speed up and accelerate, meaning what you're calling in, as far as coming to you, even more faster, even more accelerated, the moment you let go, the moment you throw up your hands and you let go. Wow. Thank you, everybody. I feel complete at this moment. I am greatly, greatly appreciative to my higher self, to everyone's higher self involved in just everything that I've been involved in. And I'm just so thankful and so grateful. And I'm grateful for Luna, and I'm grateful for the New Earth School and Ripp Into Light, and what we're doing together, and our journey together, and just everything that's unfolding. I can't be more thankful and grateful. I know Luna is grateful and thankful from both of our hearts to each and every one of you, man. We send you so much love and thanks and gratitude. And from my heart to yours, from Luna's heart to yours, take care of yourselves and each other. And please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And, I'll see you on the next live. We'll see you on the next live, me and Luna. We'll see you on the next video. We'll see you somewhere around the world. Until then, let's go.